What socially acceptable custom performed daily is kind of strange when you actually think about it. I always thought it was odd that you could go out to eat, order one of everything on the menu, drink to your heart's content, and all without so much as the slightest proof that you can pay for it when the bill comes. You eat on credit without needing to provide your credit score. Giving someone flowers. I can't remember the comedian that makes a joke about it, but it's really bizarre. Here, I killed these plants for you. I saw them and thought they were pretty and thought of you, so I killed them. You should put them in water, so they'll die slower. And it's even stranger when you realize flowers are the sexual organs of plants. Reading and writing in any language is probably the most unbelievable thing to me. We have created all of these symbols that are essentially meaningless anywhere else in the universe and use them to communicate. I sit on a couch for hours at a time, staring at a flat square with millions of little lights that change colors, while being completely silent and occasionally laughing hysterically. Whoa, the silence thing never really occurred to me. I've browsed Reddit for hours without leaving my room, so I was entirely silent. Weird. I think kissing is odd when you think about it. We like each other, so I'm going to put my mouth on your mouth. I vaguely remember a psych class in college that mentioned humans evolved to kiss to test the healthiness of a potential mate. Something about smelling disease on their breath. Romantic. I guess this fits here. Drinking milk. Think about it. There is only one substance on earth intended solely for human consumption, which is breast milk. Yet, if you saw someone drinking human breast milk out of a carton, you'd think that was weird. I think it's weird that we think that's weird. So what do we do instead? We go drink cow's milk. What? I think that has to do with the fact that it's much easier to mass produce cow milk than it is human milk. Read this online a while ago. Sleeping is pretty creepy. Ever thought about how weird sleeping is? Like we basically dress ourselves in special sleeping clothes and lay on special sleeping mats, then spend the next few hours completely comatose, all the while hallucinating vividly. Who came up with the idea of drying out a plant, setting it on fire, and inhaling its fumes? That person is kind of a genius, but also WTF. I like to think people were looking for something to burn for a fire to keep themselves warm in their tents or huts or whatever, and they threw marijuana on the fire and breathed in the smoke, getting ridiculously high, so they kept trying it. I find piercings really weird. You put whole S in your body so you can hang shiny objects through them as a fashion accessory. It's weird how it's socially acceptable to put someone else's genitals in your mouth, but eating a Dorito off the floor after a few seconds is gross. Well, to their defense, my genitals haven't been on the floor. For me, it's clapping. The act of moving your hands together in a rapid movement to show pleasure or approval is kinda weird. It's like giving yourself a high five for someone else's achievements. Getting drunk to the point you get very sick, whether it's on the night or the day after hangover. I don't have anything against drinking, but it is a bit silly when you think about it. It seems that people tend to automatically equate drinking with having fun. It's pretty much the only reason why you have guys actually bragging about how crap-faced they get. Shave. Armpit and pubic hair evolved to help trap pheromones, considering that we exude those odorous chemicals for the sole purpose of attracting mates. It's odd that we now perceive their smell as pungent, and the hair that traps them, shave-worthy. I thought it was still up in the air if humans still utilized pheromones. Saying bless you when someone sneezes. It's nice and all, but it's the only bodily function we recognize. What do we say when coughing? Expel the mucus. Points wand. Expel a mucus. Whenever I watch the Ellen Show, I always see them clapping, dancing, screaming and having outright orgasms, and I think to myself, this is strange. No wonder foreigners think Americans are loud. Asking how are you? I see people every day and I'm asked how are you, to which I reply good thanks. You? Fine thanks. Clearly neither of us cares or has truly told how they feel. Just kinda weird. Burying the dead. We put corpses in the ground in nice caskets that they will never see. I just want to be cremated and spread across the places I loved most. No need to waste valuable land. If you think about it, before cremation was a viable option, Burying people in caskets in one central location is probably the best way of ensuring their rotting corpses don't contaminate anything. Reading. People stare at a piece of paper and know about other people who lived thousands of years ago, or they imagine an epic tale that never happened. Painting fingernails. We grow these strange finger crusts, which is already weird enough. I'm going to go decorate mine. And now look how pretty these hardened deposits extruding from my appendages look. Ooh, I like that color. Buying, renting houses, apartments, places of residence. We're the only things on earth paying each other to live on the planet. Not entirely. Wolves pay each other to live together by helping with the pack's hunt, same with lionesses. Even the male lion pays the pride by protecting them from rivals' enemies. Hyenas will frick with female lions, but a male lion sends them running. Applause is weird. You have just done something impressive. Allow me to smash my hands together rapidly and violently so that you understand my appreciation for your skills with the sound of my flesh smacking itself. If I really like it, sometimes I will make other loud noises with my body too. Having a pet. Think about it, we pay money to take in a strange animal just so it can roam around our house while we go waste more money by paying for food for it. Yet, nobody even enjoys them or anything. It's acceptable to clean crap off your butt by simply wiping your skin with paper and proceeding with your day. If you got some crap on your arm, or your hands, or your ankle, would you feel comfortably clean after wiping it off with tissue? Tanning. Wanting to put your skin at risk of cancer plus sunburn doesn't seem smart. Not a social custom per se, but sleeping is knocking futs. We all knock ourselves unconscious for 1/3 of the day, have a psychedelic trip that is far more powerful than that provided by most any drug, and then wake up and go about our day like nothing happened. The majority of people weigh less than 300 pounds, yet they drive alone in 3,000+ pound masses of metal designed to fit 5+ people in order to simply get to the store, go to the gym, go to work, visit friends, or whatever. Just the fact we buy huge inefficient cars for the rare occasion we need to carry more items or people than usual. Majority of people can't afford to have different vehicles for different situations. Having a 9-to-5 job. There are so many opportunities to earn a living, and yet anything other than an honest job gets you a lot of flack. It has always seemed to be a thing that everyone is doing just because everybody else is doing it. Going to the bathroom. No one ever questions your motives. It is automatically the most reasonable response for getting up. As a guy, you just stand there, staring at the upside down corn kernel shape until it turns a slight to a dark yellow, or you sit down and stare at the wall. Either way, you just sort of space out. Not a daily occurrence, but shooting money up in the sky to celebrate the beginning of a new year, with some people losing eyes and fingers in the process, seems particularly bizarre in a time when a lot of people are broke. Hugging. Oh, you mean you don't want to press our bodies together while locking our arms in a position of entrapping one another? What a grump. Making your bed in the morning just to mess it up when you go to bed that night. You spend a few minutes doing it every day, which adds up to a lot of time wasted. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.